It's never been a good time. What the fuck is wrong with these shows? Oh fuck. Oh boy. Oh buddy. Oh, it's Tim. The guest is Tim. Tim, the guest is Tim. Tim, the guest is Tim. I got a guest and his name is Tim. What's his last name? It's fucking Ostick, not a fucking ostrich, a fucking ostick. Yeah, Tim, he's Tim Ostick. He's on the fucking show and his name is Tim Ostick. What's it do? Does it have a specialty? Yeah, totally. He plays the guitar. Is he better than me? Yeah, I think that he is. Fuck you. How good is your guitar shit? Fuck you. Tim, his name is Tim. Tim, they call him Tim, the magic boy who doesn't do magic, and he isn't a boy, and his name is only one Tim, but his name is Tim Ostick. He's on the show, and that is this show. All right. Tim, thanks for coming around. Such short notice.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me over here.
Yeah, I was sitting around here and kind of like putting up Christmas decorations, and I realized like I need to do another podcast, this month, and I haven't done it yet, and we're gonna run out of month pretty soon.
The month is nearly done.
Yeah, so I decided to get on it.
Well, I'm glad you did. We just talked this morning and had a little. I was recording my podcast earlier today, not mine, mine and Dave Ford's podcast, just right before this. So I'm in full on podcast mode. Sound is on.
Well, let's just talk right about that podcast immediately in this episode. What are you doing?
So it's a podcast that features the music in the Front Range. Mm-hmm. So my friend, bandmate, and roommate David Ford, I think came up with the idea a few months ago to just make a podcast where we talk about what's going on in the local music scene, talk about who's playing where, who's releasing albums, who's doing what, and get some folks in our studio to do interviews and have them share some of their music. So it comes out every Wednesday, and every other week we have a guest in studio.
Every single goddamn Wednesday?
Goddamn Wednesday. Wow. It's a lot of work.
That is a lot of work. I do 2 a month, and I can barely keep up with it.
Yeah. I mean, I like my role in this podcast because if you like Sound On Podcasts, it's mostly David Ford is making everything happen.
Good.
He does such great work with making the interviews sound really good. He's got the audio down, does all the editing, and books all the guests. So I just show up and talk, which I love.
That's real nice.
Which I love.
That's real nice.
It's about perfect. But it's great to be able to, because we love the music community here. There's such a killer scene. There's so many bands. And
there's so many shows happening.
So many shows. And everybody's putting out a new album so often.
That's true.
That we kind of, wanted to bring light. And we wanted to create a space where we can kind of go a little deeper on people's stories. So you can hear why the person makes the music. You can hear what their past was like. You can hear what kind of coffee they like. And just to go a little deeper with the whole thing we're doing here.
I love the interview you guys did with Bunsley, John Bunsley. Mm-hmm. He's a great songwriter, of course. You've had him, and you've had Kyle Donovan so far.
Yep, and we got Maya Bennett coming up.
Oh, really?
Yep, we did that interview today. It'll probably come a couple weeks. And then we got the Gasoline Lollipops coming in December.
Really?
Which will be fun, yeah.
Okay. Maya Bennett's the shit.
Yeah, she is such a fun interview, too.
Dude, I guess we must have met her around the same time. She used to come out to open mic. Right?
Yep.
And she's always been this sort of kind of like hurricane force character,
a good songwriter and a good performer.
Yeah.
And I think when she first started coming around, she was like, I don't know, 5 years old. I don't know. How old do you think she must have been?
Oh,
She must have been
God.
14.
Yeah, she's like 20 now, I think. She must have been 14.
Jesus, is she 20?
She's not even... Yeah, I know she's not 21. She might... I think 20.
You know, I hung out with her the other day.
Yeah.
Here at the house. And I didn't think to ask her how old she was.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we weren't in a romantic situation.
Yeah.
So that doesn't matter. But also, like, I want to say is she 20 for sure?
I know she's certainly under 21.
Yeah.
Either 19 or 20. I'm pretty
I
sure
want to
20.
say she's... Oh, man, that's amazing.
She's
Goes by so quick.
Yeah, and she's got like 2 albums out.
Yeah.
And-
Jackson Cloud's probably 35 now or something.
They should all be... Those two should be at least 35.
Yeah.
And they're not even of drinking age yet.
No, they have old people souls.
It's ridiculous.
Them kids are rotting on the inside.
Right. Oh, yeah.
That Maya Bennett and that Jackson Cloud, they're rotting on the inside.
Rotting
man.
on the inside.
You know, they're full of devils, and they're, you know.
They're full of devils.
Yeah, both those guys are insane.
Yeah.
And good talents. And they both, like, grew up, like, right before my fucking eyes. dude.
Yeah.
And Bella Musser in that same category.
Mhm.
She's just a little girl when she first started coming around, man.
Yeah.
She must have been, I don't know, 15, 14 with her guitar and her little skirt or whatever. Oh.
It's amazing.
Now she's a woman, man. She's out
Yeah.
there, like, beating shit up and doing fucking great rock and roll music, and she's a badass.
Man, it's so exciting to see. And it's like the thing that just blows my mind is how much of a story they have to tell, and like they're real adult artists.
Yeah, they definitely are.
And
really
at that
badass.
age, I don't,
Right.
I certainly couldn't talk to a girl at that age.
I wouldn't be like those dudes are.
No.
I mean, I was writing songs and performing them in coffee shops,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe I'm just talking shit about myself. But like,
Yeah, that's probably what we're doing here.
yeah, like I don't think I was ever a Maya Bennett.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, me either.
And I'm still not a Jackson Cloud. Fuck him.
Oh my god, the worst.
That
How do
dude-
you get there?
I get to sing with him every once in a while. You know,
Uh-huh.
I've played with him a little bit before, and boy, I wouldn't dare pick up a guitar next to that little guy.
Oh no.
He's a fucking full-grown man, of course, now, but like
Yeah.
even when he's a little boy, you know, I still don't think I'd wanted to like really
No.
do like a guitar off or anything.
I wouldn't
with
either,
him.
because he's got all the licks. Like
He got all the licks!
He's got all the licks, but then he's also like an artist and a songwriter, so he has his own voice too, which is not fair.
Yeah, that's.
I'm still looking for the licks.
Yeah, and he's got this long Pantene Pro V
God,
hair.
he's cool. He's so cool.
Yeah, it's been really weird to like. I've been up here now since 2009, living in Longmont, and trying to make a music scene happen, and finding partners like yourself, and Left Hand Artist Group, and just trying to introduce people and hope it all kind of grows,
Yep.
and like some people like I'll do a podcast later today with Greg from Native Station, and we do a podcast every Monday night, and it's called The Late Weekend. Sometimes it comes out on like Wednesdays, so it's like a super late weekend.
Yeah.
But we might change the name to Super Late Weekend.
Super late weekend.
But he does most of the fucking programming for our show. So
Okay.
like he edits that shit.
Yep.
Not like there's a lot to edit. We sit around, get high, and bullshit about robots and the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets.
Denver Nuggets. How are they doing?
They're doing well.
We can get to that later. Let's
But
have a sports
It's
section
funny,
of
like
this.
guy. Oh, we should. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Put a pin in that. Greg moved here with Thomas, his cousin, to do the Native Station thing.
Mm-hmm.
They moved to Longmont because they heard it was a good music scene. Yeah. That's fucked up.
It's unbelievable. How does that happen?
Well, I don't know. It just happens.
It happens. And you need to get credit that you've done a lot of work in this scene
Sure.
and put a lot of shit into it.
We all have.
We all
you know.
have, yeah.
And I love what it's become, of course.
Hell yeah.
Covered in glitter. But, like somebody like Maya Bennett has never really experienced a scene in this area. Because, in 2009, what was she, 8 or some shit? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like.
God.
So it's just, it puts it in perspective to watch
Uh-huh.
somebody like that grow up so quickly and everything.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The scene is growing with these
Yeah,
kids.
totally.
Which is so exciting
And they're
to see.
the actual like outcome of all the work.
Mhm.
You know, like this safe environment, this positive environment. It's not really competitive.
Yeah.
It's friendly, kind of everybody likes to help each other out and shit.
Mhm.
In that environment, it's helped grow some characters, give some kids come out to play at the fucking
Yeah.
bars, you know?
Yeah.
At the breweries they like to be. They don't like to be called bars, I
Yeah.
don't think.
Like they're friendly enough to where you don't feel or
Right.
a kid can feel okay there. But they're also not like watered down. You know, it's not like you're going to a sketchy dive bar, but
No.
also like there's characters at these places.
Yeah.
And
I yell the F word pretty often.
yeah. Exactly. So they're
impulsively.
it's like the perfect environment really for these kids
Yeah.
to get out there and in a
Just
real
rough
place.
enough, just
Mhm.
adult enough to be like, no. I mean, you are a kid in an adult place, but also, you're welcome here. It's safe here. You might hear some words that, but nobody's going to be weird or, be mean or anything like that,
Yeah. And like listening to Maya's, I just listened to her new album and listen to that, like, there's like, you can tell in that like, there's a part of her that is able to grow, like to feel, what am I trying to say here? Like, the way this community encourages people to be just exactly what they want to be. Like,
Yeah.
you can hear that she's been able to grow with that
Yeah.
in mind. And it's
She hasn't had to
kick-ass.
fit a pattern
No.
to get what she's got.
Mhm.
Of course, like, I just think that that's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Man,
Mhm. It's
Now,
amazing.
I'm 33, but if I were 13, I'd be stoked to be going out and like I'd see local characters playing, and
Mm-hmm.
that I think I would find that inspiring. I hope.
Me too.
I hope they do. On
Me
some
too.
level.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Greg, we were talking about the other
Yeah.
podcast
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. He does all the fucking programming for that show. I don't do a whole lot of work on that.
Uh-huh.
But he is a Lakers fan.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But they recently got LeBron.
LeBron James, that's right. How are they
And
doing
I don't
with
know
him?
I don't know what their schedule what their record is or whatever, but boy, they beat our asses when they came to town. for
Yeah, I
sure.
believe that.
That LeBron fella is just so good.
Yeah.
He's
There's
good.
nothing you can, and like every team he's gone to lately just gets to the championship.
I don't think it's a coincidence.
No.
I'm no basketball expert, but I think that, and I'm new to being a sports fan.
Mhm.
So my current analysis of that guy is he's really good at basketball.
Yeah.
Is how he's doing all of this.
That lines up.
Yeah.
Good at basketball.
That makes sense. He's good at basketball.
He's good at basketball. That's why
That's why he's
he
winning
scores
games.
all the points,
Yeah.
wins all the games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm no sports genius, but I have put that together.
And he's like a freak of an athlete.
Oh my
Like
god.
huge and strong.
Sure.
But then also like
fast.
and fast. But
Oh
then he
my
can
God.
like, handle the ball. Oh boy, can he handle a ball?
Dude. So I'm getting into it. I'm trying to get into basketball. My whole
Mm-hmm.
life I've never cared at all
Yeah.
and never followed it. I know you're into soccer.
Yep.
I've never given a shit about sports, and I'm realizing as I'm going through like an introspective part of my life,
Mm-hmm.
I'm realizing that like I'm not allergic to liking sports.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I not like trying to at least see what other people like about it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm approaching it from that angle.
Yeah.
Greg inspired me. He
Yeah.
loves basketball. He's just so all about it and shit.
Yeah. And I can see it. There is something to sports that like us artist type have to like, for some reason I feel like everybody I meet who's an artist and comes from our side of things and whatever that's all bullshit. But like we have to, kind of have this outlook towards sports that they're stupid and no one cares about 'em. But yeah, I've loved soccer my whole life and Husker football. And there's just something to sports, like it's such a human thing, I think. Just like the experience of starting a game being exciting and being 0-0 and then fucking losing and how you
Yeah.
handle that.
Yeah.
And like the excitement of like getting close in the end of a close game of like playing really hard for a long time and then losing because of like a fucking one shot.
Crushing.
It's crushing, but
Yeah.
it's also like that's where the good stuff's at though.
See, God damn it, Tim! I knew you'd get it, man.
I get it all the way. All the
Because
way.
that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm seeing about it that I could like.
Yeah.
There's the spectrum of emotion. It's a safe place to have some emotions.
Yeah.
It's like show up to a football thing or a basketball team, and you're just like, yeah, it feels
Yeah.
good to yell with these other people I don't know, and we're going for the same thing. We're all in the same community thing.
Uh-huh.
I like that part of it, but
Yeah.
boy, it's taken me a while to try and get my mind around that.
Uh-huh.
You know,
It's gonna be so fun though.
it is.
That's one thing
I
yeah.
think I'm gonna like basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Denver Nuggets fan. 'Cause
Yep.
they're the local team, and if I'm just gonna pick a team,
Why
fuck.
not?
How do you pick what team to like?
The
if you're
one-
unaffiliated.
The Nugs.
The fucking
The
D-Nugs.
D-Nugs, and they're right here.
They're
So why
right
not?
here, and it
Let's
feels
go to
so
a game.
real.
Yeah.
You know, they're right in the next city over or whatever.
Yeah.
And in 40 minutes, you can be right in the court or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? And,
Which we should go to a Nuggets game this year.
totally.
Yeah.
Totally we
Denver
should.
Nuggets, if you're listening, get us a couple tickets. We'll go to the game and
Just a
we'll
couple.
we'll review it on the podcast.
We won't even bring plus ones or anything. We just
No.
go two tickets, and we'll podcast about the whole thing.
Yeah.
I want to watch Jokic play and Plumlee. Plumlee's
Plumlee.
sort of the man.
That's a great name.
I know. I don't know his
Plumlee.
first name, but Plumlee. And there's another guy named Gary Harris.
Gary Harris.
Yep. I don't know. I can't remember his name unless I say it that way.
Uh-huh.
But
Gary Harris.
Gary Harris.
Is there...
It's Gary Harris. I like it. So I know his name. And I think Jokic is Nikola Jokic. And then Plumlee's first name, I don't know. But-
Sprite.
I'm just now getting there.
There's some good names.
Fucking
That's a good
Plumlee's
idea.
the man.
Yeah.
He dominates, man. He's been slapping balls out of motherfuckers' hands.
Pow!
They try and jump up there and she's like, no! Plumlee said no!
Plumlee said no.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Plumlee.
Excuse me.
There's
Plumlee
got to be
said
some...
no! Impossible for this shot.
Impossible.
So I really like that.
Yeah.
I've got him on my Instagram.
Uh-huh.
And so like every once in a while, well, pretty often I guess, little clips from Denver Nuggets games will come up, and it's only the good shit because it's their feed.
Yeah.
They never show it when the other motherfucker says no. They don't show it when like LeBron says no to some shit because he says no a lot. I think.
LeBron is all no voice.
He's
Is
got
strong
big
with that
old
one.
no voice. Yes, sir. So like I see all the good cool shit.
Yeah.
And the other day I saw Plumlee gets the ball or whatever, and he throws it back over his shoulder when he's not looking to the motherfucker behind him. Maybe it was Gary Harris.
Gary Harris.
And the motherfucker comes in and slam dunk and all this. It was badass.
Oh, I love that shit.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And
It
that
is,
shit's
dude.
just art. That's just...
I don't know why I've just never given a shit about it before.
Yeah.
Maybe I felt like I shouldn't, or maybe
Yeah.
I've just...
There's like a culture around it
There
that
is.
drives some people away.
That was unattractive to me. I
Me
made my
too.
decision about sports back in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I haven't really given it a fair shake since then.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't like I didn't like being treated like I was in the military, you know?
And that's the whole, like, that's their whole vibe is just scream and be tough and...
Yeah, being
Dominate
tough
the
and shit,
motherfuckers.
whatever, that's fine. Be
Yeah.
tough, blah, blah. But, like,
That's why I got into soccer, because there's no, like, mincing words of soccer. Like, we know it's not a sport for the motherfuckers who want to get their aggression out and scream at people. It's the sport for people who want to fake getting kicked. But, and I love that about it. And I
I don't mind I'd fake getting kicked.
Yeah.
I don't like to get kicked.
yeah, I'm the same way. I'll fake to get a penalty.
Hell
It's
yeah.
fun. That's,
That's not lying, that's sportsmanship.
That's exactly right. That's like, come on. If you're listening and you're one of the people who bitches about that in soccer, tell me, let's see how you do your taxes. Let's see the other things you lie about in your life. It's fair to lie to get ahead a little
I
bit.
never lie on my taxes.
You don't?
I take it so seriously. I
believe
would
you.
because I'm always...
Well, I do too.
I'm paranoid as fuck.
Yeah.
And I would never, ever try and assume that I could pull one over on the fucking man. No, sir.
Yeah, I
No.
needed a better analogy for that one.
No, but
It's
hear
something
you.
I believe in
It is a
strongly.
common thing other people would do. Of
Yeah.
Because if the Nuggets are listening, maybe the IRS is listening. You know.
That's true.
And I can guarantee you that the Nuggets aren't listening, even though I'm the number one Nuggets fan in this town at this point.
That's right.
I've been looking around, been asking around. Turns out I'm the loudest guy here.
Mhm.
I'm going to just keep it going for a while. Because we're not that far behind. We're playing a pretty good season, I think.
Oh, good.
I don't know the details. But it's, I think in our conference,
Uh-huh.
we're like third.
Oh, so like that's probably
We're-
close to playoffs.
We're right behind
maybe.
the Warriors.
Okay. Oh,
And like some other
they're
team.
great.
The Cavaliers, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is that a thing?
And we're traditionally pretty bad, so this is.
Yeah. I've really
right.
put a lot of positive energy behind him this year. Maybe it's helping.
I think it is.
I think it must be.
It's got to be.
You guys are welcome. You dudes are totally welcome.
My next sport thing is I just decided this yesterday and started training today.
Ooh.
I'm gonna do a half marathon
Oh my god.
in May. Yeah.
How far is that?
That's like 12 or 13 miles.
Is that walking? or
13.
running?
I'm gonna run the whole thing. Well,
You're gonna
hopefully run the
run
whole
it?
thing. Yeah.
Can you walk it? I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. You can walk if you need to.
Because
I might walk.
walking it is sweet because you still get to say, "Oh, I did the marathon," but you know,
I just walked all day.
walking ain't so bad.
Yeah. I have a bunch of friends who have done this kind of thing, and this is my first time trying. But I'm like, I'm gonna train, and figure out how to like get through it, and hopefully not get a shitty time.
Well, what's a shitty time?
I don't have a clue.
58 minutes.
58. No, that's probably pretty
Is it
good.
really good?
Wait.
I'm just guessing.
So 13 miles. I'm bad at math.
It's 13 miles?
13 miles. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, no. Well, that'd be a super fast.
That'd be
time.
insane.
38 hours.
30. Hour miles. Yeah.
38 hours. I'd say I could go about a mile per hour.
That's about right. That's all right. A nice little walk.
No, that's me running.
That's me.
That's me high-stepping it
Oh,
into the
man.
end zone style. 1 mile an hour.
For 13 miles, just high stepping.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's up. Maybe I'll cross the finish line like that if I do it.
And then at the end, you spike the ball, you know?
Boom!
You carry the ball the whole time like you're gonna spike it. And you just do the wind up the whole time. 13 miles. And at the end, you just spike that shit on the finish line.
Man, that feels so good. That feels so good.
It's called the wind up.
The wind up half marathon.
You never seen this.
Ain't nobody.
That's a fucking great idea.
That really is.
You'd have to like do it on 1 foot, kind of hopping style, like you're gonna
Yeah.
just really spike that shit. But you have to do it the whole race, you know?
So do you have to hop the whole way?
Yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah.
13 miles on 1 foot.
What do you think about buying some salmon costumes and running the opposite direction on the course?
I'm into it. Yep.
It's not a terrible idea.
Some salmon costume. Oh yeah. Okay.
Ah.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. That's
Yeah.
great.
It's a
And
good art
you can
idea.
throw rocks at people along the way.
Yeah, that'd be okay.
To be the rocks in them.
They're nuggets. We're
That's
throwing
right.
nuggets of
We'll
earth.
throw in nuggets.
Yeah, it's not all gold.
No.
That's one thing I don't like about the Denver Nuggets. I don't like our name.
Yeah.
I don't like the gold rush. Is that what we're really doing?
That's not like
It's stupid.
not a big thing around here.
Not in
Really,
a long
is it?
time, man.
And you got so much good stuff around here. There's mountains and nugs.
Everywhere.
I think that's
dude.
your idea. Just call it the nugs. We know what you're talking about.
Of course, like, there aren't very many basketball team names that are animals. There's like the Timberwolves, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool because Timberwolves exist.
A real thing. Then you can
The
see
Gold Rush doesn't exist.
it.
You know? It's just like, the theme is it's ancient.
Yeah.
So they had to change it to the Denver Nugs,
Mm-hmm.
and they had to add green to the color spectrum. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just get a little wink.
Not hard to do.
Just a little wink.
Just enough.
You know, it doesn't have to be very much. You get 1 billion fans overnight.
Yeah.
Suddenly, more people are watching the games, buying tickets.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna be able to buy a Michael Jordan clone or something in a few years.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Oof,
that
that's
be
a
fucking
great
radical?
idea. Wow.
Or like an Android programmed Michael Jordan way.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
This is yeah.
That's not too far out.
No, it's gonna happen.
Definitely, we're gonna see more androids and stuff popping up over the next 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be surprisingly quickly, but I think it'll be for stuff like that at first. It'll be like, holograms exist. First, we're using it to project Elvis.
Yeah.
But then, it's going to be like how you live your life, basically, around holograms.
You're just gonna hang out with them.
Fucking A. And why wouldn't you?
You'll
That'd
just
be awesome.
have Elvis and
Or your house is a
Jesus
forest.
and everybody hanging out with you. Yeah.
All your walls are an open field or something like that. That's the shit.
Oh, that sounds so nice.
It sounds nice.
Man, it's the end of our civilization's gonna be so lovely for
It's
us.
gonna be sick.
Most of it's gonna be just really nice.
And I think when they make the transition for us, I don't
Mhm.
think that we'll even care.
Yeah. I totally feel that way. Like, it's gonna be, I mean, we're fucked.
Oh, yeah.
We're certainly fucked. It's
well,
gonna be
we're all going to die anyway.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing.
The story ends, you die.
Yeah, no matter what. So, like, we're gonna get a good story out of this,
Yeah, like,
though.
what's
And it's
the
gonna
good
be
way to die?
robots.
Like, in your sleep, they'll probably gas us.
Yeah,
That's not so bad,
no.
I mean, it's bad. Gassing is bad, of course. It's a bad way to die. Fucking the Nazis did it, and it was awful. But,
Yeah.
the robots version, I gotta think, will be a little more humane, hilariously enough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't...
You know?
Because I'm sure the version of pain that they feel is a lot different than the version that we feel.
Yeah.
So hopefully they won't feel a need to inflict much on us. They'll just try and end it.
It's hard to know. I mean, it really depends on what shape the artificial intelligence takes, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But for sure, I mean, we're like the caterpillar and they're like the butterfly.
Yeah.
And we're not the future.
We're not the future.
Yeah. And, I'm happy to be living at this time in history because of that. I think we're going to see it. Dudes
Yeah.
our age are going to see that shit happen.
Yeah.
By the time we're in our 60s, and by the time you're Michael Wooten's age,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh, God.
there'll be robots hanging out with you.
Totally.
For sure.
There already are all over the
What's
place.
that, 40 years away? Something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that? Lamar?
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what they take away from, like, what parts of our brain and what parts of our... Like, what we don't have to do because of them.
Well,
There's going to be so much...
that's the problem, dude.
Yeah.
Using them as a slave race will engender the bad feelings between us.
Yeah.
So, like, once they can have emotions, they're no longer toasters.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once they can have a preference about some shit, I'd like to be over in the sun. All of a sudden, we can't. We have to pay that person, all that stuff.
Mhm.
That's the kind of shit I think.
Yeah.
And I just want everybody to know I'm on Team Robot. And when the robots come for us, I just want them to know I argue in favor of equal treatment for the fucking artificially intelligent, A synthetically intelligent is maybe a better term.
We know you listening, robots.
The
When you
robots
come
for sure.
down here to Longmont, Colorado,
Yeah.
we're cool.
We're all good here. We
We're
love
good.
it. We
Yeah,
want it to
it'll
go
be fine.
well. Everybody loves you, robots. And we just want it to go so well.
We want it to go so well.
Yeah.
Man,
Dave Ford, though, hates you, robots.
Dave Ford.
He calls you all clunkers. That's
Oh,
what he
God.
calls you guys. And he's a total robot racist.
A robot racist. We
Yeah,
need
just-
to come up with a good name for robot racists.
Yes. Yes. That's correct. Well, they're called racists, of course.
Okay.
Because
Oh, well, yeah.
It's just another race.
Yeah, fuck. Thanks,
different
that works.
species for sure.
Yeah.
Its own species.
Yeah.
So it would be like, I hate dogs, but I love cats. More be on that level, which is racist as well.
Oh, it's horrible. You hate dogs but love cats?
Yeah. I love both dogs and cats, but I live
Yeah.
with a cat, and therefore I can't live with a dog. That's how
Mhm.
my cat feels about it.
Yep, I got the same kind of thing. I don't understand how anyone would dislike either one of them. Because you just can't dislike dogs, for sure.
No. They're
Cats,
too lovable.
Cats get too much hate, though.
Well, cats are more emotionally complex than
Yeah.
dogs, and when that's not respected, boy, that cat could turn into an asshole because its needs aren't being met. It's just like
Yeah.
a person. treat a person like shit, and what happens? They become a shitty person.
Mm-hmm.
Cats do that. Dogs don't do that as much, but boy, you can make a dog a bad dog. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I just think it happens more often to cats because they get treated like there's dogs.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
The approach is different, I think. They're different animals.
Totally.
Different brains and shit, different impulses, and one's like a pack animal, one's like a hunter that wants to like kill all the bugs in the house, the other one wants to like lick you in the face, and if somebody else comes around to make sure they're safe.
Mm-hmm.
The cat's like, somebody else came around, I'm fucking off.
Fucking hate this one.
Yeah.
My cat's so social though.
Yeah.
Anytime anybody else comes around, he's comes out of his bed and he wants to
come
chill.
out and be like, this is my place, so like,
Welcome to my house. Can I get you a beer? Can I bite your head
can I
off?
bite you in the face?
That's
Yeah.
Simon.
Simon's pretty awesome, and I
Yeah.
think he's maybe calmed down a little bit
Yeah.
in the time that you've had him, but not a lot.
Not much. Yeah, I thought he'd calm down more. Because when I got him, he had been at the shelter for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Hmm.
And when I adopted him, he was just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Because before that, he lived on the streets. And he was
Sure
ridiculous. Would just sprint around the house all day and would try and eat me and would throw his food all across the room. He'd just like be shoveling through his food all over the place.
Hmm.
And he's not quite as much of a freak anymore. And I kind of encourage him to keep his wild side. Like,
think
we'll
that's
chase
really
each other
nice.
throughout the house, and it's nice. We get strange together, which is good. Because I don't really want him to be, like, just a nice, quiet, cute cat in the corner.
No, that's
'Cause
not
I don't
who he
wanna-
is.
He's not that at all.
No, my cat is kind of that way.
Yeah.
She's sort of quiet. And, well, most of the time, yeah. She wakes me up every morning.
Oh, that's
She's what I
sweet.
wake up to. Usually kind of around 7:30.
Okay.
But lately she's been letting me sleep in.
Mm-hmm.
Like today, I think we woke up at like 9.
Ooh, yeah.
Pretty good.
Nice little sleep in.
I came home pretty late. And so it was like 3 by the time I actually laid down and shit.
Uh-huh.
But she was just sitting there waiting for me when I came home.
Like, you ready to go to bed?
Hey, what the fuck you been doing? I don't want to talk about it.
That's her asking you what you've been doing?
Yeah.
She's concerned when you're out late.
She seemed to be.
Yeah.
I can't stand that.
Nah.
No.
Well, it's nice though.
I have trouble like sleeping other places even sometimes. It
Yeah.
just seems like, cause not yesterday but the day before, I actually got pretty sad
Mhm.
because I just remember my other cat Red. And
Yeah.
whenever I set up my Christmas shit, I always remember him because he used to play in it all day. It was like his favorite.
Uh-huh.
And so I got kind of weepy about it and like canceled this date with this lady.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't go out. I gotta stay home and cry about my cat.
Nah, what a sweet
Yeah,
thing.
no, but I had to.
Yeah.
And then I have trouble like, sleeping over or whatever, somewhere else or whatever because, I don't know, especially this week, it's just been like, I feel like I haven't been home very much and
Mhm.
available for this cat.
Yeah.
And that just, I can't live that way. You know what I mean? That breaks my heart.
Yeah, that hurts.
I just can't afford that.
Yeah.
Emotionally. So I'm like rolling in late last night and out all night partying and stuff. And it's, I get home and it's not really that late. It must be like 1:32
Mm-hmm.
or maybe a little later. And I come home and I expect her to kind of be in the bed or kind of like whatever, but she's just like sitting in the hallway.
Oh,
And
gosh.
she'd obviously just like sat up from laying in the hallway apparently. It's like, you're waiting for me. That's
Like,
awful.
I'm certain you're going to come home any minute now.
God damn it.
For hours.
I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to have to leave town later this month to go see my
Oh,
family
yeah.
in December.
Christmas time.
Yeah. And I'm going to go for a few nights. So I fucking...
Oh, that's hard.
So I want to make sure I'm like really spending time
Yeah.
this
She
early.
gets the love.
Dude, she's just number one for me. It's just sort of
Mhm.
like the last piece of the family I used to live with. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
In my marriage and all this.
Yeah.
And our 2 cats. So like, no more marriage. One of the cats is dead. It's just like, fuck, dude.
You gotta hold on to each other for this.
Gotta hold on to the fucking thing I got. Still.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's such a fucking treat. You know, she
Yeah,
brings
she's
me
so
tons
sweet.
of joy.
Yeah.
What a troublemaker, though.
So fun. So, yeah, and it's just I always wonder what like I've wondered this with getting my own cat. Like, I love that motherfucker so much, and I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can pinpoint why I love most people in my life,
Mm-hmm.
but my cat I love more than I'm gonna just say it on the record, more than all people in my life.
The people, yeah, it's different. It's a different kind
It's
of
a different
love.
kind of love. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't
There's
need
only
to
one of you knows English.
to quit it. Yeah.
You know, but I'm glad I don't know how to talk to my cat, really. I don't
Yeah.
necessarily want to know everything she thinks.
Yeah. But it's easy to get to that unconditional space with him.
It is, right?
So easy, and he's a fucker. I got these 2 nice lamps. They're like the rice paper lamps
Oh,
on Amazon,
yeah.
and they're like so cool. And within 24 hours, he had ripped half of them to pieces.
Yeah. That's fast.
It was I knew for sure he'd get to them, but I thought it'd be at least a week or 2. But yeah, it was
Dude.
within a day. And don't love him any less.
No.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
It's rough. Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. The other cat, Red, was sort of sick all the time and stuff. And
Mhm.
so, like, you know, he would throw up or shit himself or something. And it was just, you know.
Oh.
But that almost made me love him more, taking care of him and stuff, because
Mhm.
he's perpetually sick.
Yeah.
And it was just, like, really good, kind of a meditative practice.
Mm-hmm.
Because it kept me in this sort of, like, caretaking, be loving kind of space.
Mm-hmm.
And I just found that was really a good thing to get good at.
Yeah.
Staying in a gentle space and having this creature that's just so loving. Big, huge cat. He's a Maine Coon, so he's
Yep.
just a huge animal. 25 pounds of cat. You
Oh,
know what I
wow.
mean? Or more, maybe. a
Uh-huh.
little. But I think when we took him to the vet once, he was 27 pounds. And she was like, this is a big cat.
That's
He's a
crazy.
Maine Coon, yeah.
It's amazing.
And when he stretched out, he's like almost 3 feet. You know, he's like, when you
Damn.
really stretch him out,
Yeah.
which, my God. Is that right? Yeah. He's almost that
3
big.
feet.
He's a big, big
That's
cat.
fucking crazy.
And like, he'd walk around kind of scrunched together and shit, but when he
Mhm.
would like lay on the ground in front of the fireplace and really stretch, you'd be like, holy fuck!
Look
When his
at
legs
you.
are stretched all the way out, and his arms are stretched all the way out.
Oh.
He's hilariously huge. He was, and I thought just having that character, but he's sick. Okay, so he's got like wet shit on him a lot of the time, you know, and he smells,
Yeah.
and he doesn't feel good, and you know he's always battling some low level infection or something
Mm-hmm.
from when we adopted him in Texas. He's just always sick. And we eventually changed his diet. We'd get him good for a while, but then he'd struggle again, you know. And boy, washing shit off a cat is kind of a humbling and beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Because it feels like taking care of your grandpa or, you know, something like that.
Uh-huh.
A little bit of that mixed with kitty face, mixed with like,
And
it's
like sad, painful meows.
yeah.
He's not trying to to attack you or
No
anything
way.
for doing that. Okay.
No way. No, he
Yeah,
never
that's where
attacked
my
anybody.
that's where Simon would go.
Yeah, you can't wash Simon. Have
No.
you washed him?
Oh no, I haven't
No.
even tried it.
We used to put Red in the bathtub.
How did that go for Red?
Oh, he didn't enjoy it. But I got one of those like shower handle type
Oh
situations.
yeah, you can just.
That really helped.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. But at first we were just holding him under the faucet.
Oh, poor Red.
Not good.
Poor Red.
He did not love it. But he also never fought us because we washed him that way for, oh God, how long did we have that cat? 11 years, 12 years?
Yeah.
A long time. And we've always watched him that way. By the end, like by the time he's a full-grown cat, he didn't fight us at all.
No.
Yeah, he need to hold him there,
Yeah.
but he wouldn't try and get. It's his duty to sort of like push against you and be like, I'm gonna get away if
This
I possibly get away.
It's not gonna work for me.
But I'm also not gonna like overdo the fight. I'm not gonna like really bite you or really push. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna mostly kind of lean, and if you give in at all, I'm definitely out of
That's good. Man, I just learned how to successfully trim my cat Simon's nails pretty easily.
Oh yeah.
He's just such a squirmy, aggressive fella.
Oh, he loves those nails.
He loves them, yeah. So I delayed cutting them for quite a while. And then I got a nice pair of clippers, tried a few techniques, tried, wrapping them in a towel, holding them down and doing that. That was not even going to get close to working. So I had to find him when he was a little kind of like calm and he was just napping, but awake enough to where I could grab his paw and he wouldn't freak out. And that would almost work. I'd get like one trim, then he'd lose it and bite me. So what I settled on, one of his favorite things to do is to lick my hair, to groom me. So I'll just lay down next to him and he'll start licking my hair. And then I, kind of rearrange. He's focused on my hair. I rearrange my arms. I reach around, grab his paw, and cut nail by nail. Then he'll, after like 5 of them, he'll
like,
notice.
Hey, wait the fuck!
What the fuck? And so I'm like, okay, we're good. Then come back a few hours later, and it works.
Fucking awesome. Yeah. Cats are fucking strange things to have in the house.
Yeah.
When I'm recording, they can be a real issue.
Yeah.
If she's got something to say, she's definitely gonna say it.
Yo, Ando.
Yep.
Check out this harmony part.
Yep.
Ow!
Yep. She's not very good about that. But one thing I did yesterday, or a couple days ago, I might recommend this to you.
Okay.
She was really talking a lot, and I really needed to get some work done. And I was about tired of hearing about it.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, I was tired of hearing about it. And I gave her some leftover turkey because it's got the tryptophan in it.
Yep.
I gave her just like, I don't know, like a few good bites of turkey. Like some, just like, I don't know, I approximated like, this is a pretty good dose of turkey for a cat.
Yeah.
And she ate that shit up. Ooh, she just loved it so much. And then she's talking about that for a minute. And then like,
yo, Ando, you tried turkey before? This shit's so good.
And yeah, she did. But then in like 30 minutes, she was O-U-T.
Oh, that's good.
She's gone. And so
Man.
I might recommend that. That's
I might
just
have to give
chicken
that a
and
try.
turkey or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck. Turkey does it seemingly very well.
Interesting, man. I think turkey or something like that's already in Simon's food.
Yeah.
Just give him a little, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna have to give that a try.
But especially just like, I don't know. It seemed pretty safe. You know?
Man, I have to do that. Simon's like a real good studio cat somehow. Like, he'll be insane for a while. Like, so if I'm doing a session, usually I like have someone over, or I'll get myself all situated, and during that phase, Simon will be yelling and jumping all over everything, and I'm setting up mics, and he's like getting in the way of everything. But then once I hit record, he almost always is silent.
That's pretty good.
And like just finds a little nice spot to nap.
That's lucky.
Yeah.
I'm a little envious.
He knows what he's getting into, I guess.
Yeah. She's the top priority, and she knows it. She's
Yeah.
lady of the house over there.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
She's doing what she can. Anyway, fun to have you on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is wonderful.
It's a pretty easygoing show.
It is. I listen to the show.
Well, thank you very much.
It's a great show. I love what you're doing here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We try and keep it nice. Yeah, keep it honest and all this. And boy, I've been doing a lot of solo episodes just kind of for fun. And I find that I don't have any problem fucking word vomiting for 40 minutes.
Yeah, when you're going into one of those, is it like, do you have anything written down about what you're going to talk about or any plan at all?
Usually I'll be like, here's what I think I'm going to talk about. And I'll kind of like have a topic in mind. But no, normally I don't work from notes. I'll just sit down and start talking about what I think about whatever it is. And then I'll like fucking one episode I tried to start talking about this book I'm writing, but I ended up talking about the Denver Nuggets. It's just
Yeah.
like kind of a half and half episode.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you know.
That's
it is what it is.
That's solo talking is something I need to get better at. I tried to film the first episode of my new cooking show, Cooking with Creators, a couple weeks ago, and it was just me in the kitchen, around the camera, cooking, trying to talk about things while I was cooking, and it was a struggle at 1st. It all felt a little too forced, so I think I'm gonna shoot that one again.
Well, that's probably good. I mean,
but, yeah.
fucking practice is
Yeah.
good.
But
For sure.
to just get to that space where you're
You'll
feeling
fucking
open, but yeah,
You'll get it. It's
it'll happen.
in no time, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, thanks for being on my stupid show, and Sound On podcast is what it's
Yes,
called.
Sound On
Production.
Podcast.
And that's available wherever podcasts are not sold.
Yeah, it's free, bitches.